What's up, guys? It's Alex with Boykin Outdoors here again today. We're going to do a little review video on my shotgun after a few requests through our Instagram, which is also Boykin Outdoors. You can find us on Instagram, and we're also on YouTube, as where you're probably watching this video. But yeah, we're going to do a review on the Beretta A300 Outlander. This is it right here. This particular gun is the 28-inch model. It's a 28-inch barrel model. This is the Max 5 camo, and this gun will shoot 2 3/4-inch shells or 3-inch shells, and it is just a smooth gun overall. I suggest it to anybody that is looking to buy this gun maybe in the future. It's not your highest end model gun, and it's also not your lowest end model gun. It's right in the middle. This one price is right around $800. So it's not terrible, but it's also a little bit better than, just your kind of rookie beginner models that you could go out and buy, like the Remington 870. Nothing wrong with that gun. Great gun. I shot it for a long time, but decided to step up something just a little bit nicer. The first thing I want to say is there's a lot of pros with this gun, but that also comes with a few negatives. But we'll talk about the positives first. The first pro is that it is weather resistant like you wouldn't believe. Like I said, I've hunted sea ducks with this thing out on the ocean, all the way to creeks, rivers, intercoastal waterway, all that around here in Wilmington area that we hunt. And I have dunked this thing underwater multiple times, and there's not a lick of rust on it. It really withstands the test that I've put it through. I'm very proud of that with this gun, and it's definitely a positive. It comes with a pretty decent little recoil pad. It's got about a 1/2-inch recoil pad on there. The recoil pad is actually only about right there, so I mean it could be a negative, but I think it's pretty good for what you pay for this particular gun. It is the perfect weight gun as well. This gun is not too heavy and it's not too light. It being a gas gun, it does handle that recoil a little bit better than those inertia driven guns, although honestly I really can't tell a huge difference between inertia. I've shot both inertia and gas. I just went with the gas because I like the way this gun fit my shoulder. There's nothing against inertia driven guns. I think they're just as good, if not better. This gun, when you buy it and it comes out of the box, it comes with extra choke tubes. It also comes with spacers. So I think you get in the box, if I remember correctly, it comes with a modified choke and a full choke, and I think some may come with a third choke. It's like an improved cylinder or something, but don't quote me on that. It also comes with spacers, like I was saying. You can kind of move this stock around to make it fit better in your shoulder and in up to your cheek to make it really kind of a custom fit. That's a really cool thing for me, is I thought that the fact that you can kind of custom make your gun after it comes out of the factory is pretty cool. I'm sure there's other guns out there like it, but this one comes with a pretty nice little kit, and it's pretty easy to do. I didn't mess with it. I like the way it felt from the way I picked it up off the shelf, but you can if you see that's necessary for you. It's got a really good trigger pull on it too. It's not too heavy and it's not too light. It's not like unsafe light, and it's not like ridiculously heavy. I know that's more of a rifle thing, but I'm kind of a stickler for trigger pulls, and I love the trigger pull on this Beretta A300. And the safety on this thing is pretty easy to access. It's right there, and it is pretty easy to push, not hard. Some of them can be sticky. That one was never sticky, never has been. So overall, I love that about it, and I loved everything about this gun. But the negatives that I have seen this gun have showed itself over the last 3 or 4 years I've been hunting with it. Is the first thing I noticed was that the paint decided that it wanted to peel off, and I'm not so sure that I'm the reason behind that. I'm not sure if it's just bad paint that they put on these guns, because you can kind of see it's wore along the stock a little bit, or if that's just me beating it up over time. I'm not 100% sure, but I did notice that and thought it would be important to mention in the video for someone who's potentially looking to purchase this shotgun. Other thing I don't like about it's got a small charging handle on this gun right there. It's pretty small. It's okay. It works good. It just sucks when you're wearing gloves. It's kind of hard to get your hand on. But I do know on Amazon, I believe, and some other places, you can get replacement charging handles that are like the oversized style that come with like the A400, and some of the other guns come with bigger charging handles. Also, another negative that I've got is the action lock on this. You press that, it's down here, and it's kind of out of the way. It's hard to get to. It's right there. So that also sucks if you're wearing gloves, and that's just so you can lock the action back. Put your first shell in, and then you can press the button and shoot the action forward. It's just in a bad spot. I wish it was better, like on the side of the gun, or maybe a little bigger. I think I'd appreciate that a little more. And the last negative that I have found, and it's probably my biggest pet peeve with this gun, is trying to take it apart. It being a gas gun, you know, it's got a bunch of different, not really different parts, but it's got a few extra parts in there that I feel with an inertia-driven gun you don't have to deal with, and it's tough to take apart, I guess what I'm trying to say. When you take this gun apart, it's hard to get back together. You have to do it just right. It kind of takes a steady hand, and once you get it down, it's not bad. But I do not like the way it comes apart. It's a little tough, but like I said, once you learn it, it's not bad, and you get the hang of it. Just sucks when you're in the field and something goes wrong, you have to take it apart. So that's the last negative that I've really noticed on this gun. Everything else is just absolutely flawless. And if you're questioning buying this and you're watching these videos to try to figure out if this is the gun for you, I would definitely not suggest this be your first waterfowl gun. If you're just getting into waterfowling, go shoot a Remington 870, go shoot something like that until you find out that you're actually going to stick with it, because this is a very, very expensive hobby. Overall, very expensive when you get into decoys and you get into, you know, jerk strings and all the spinning wing decoys and all the camo and the boats and the blinds and everything, which we'll talk about in our future videos, give you a little insight look at that. But overall, love this gun. I would definitely suggest it to somebody who has fallen in love with waterfowling but doesn't have quite those, you know, top-notch, top-end guns. But this gun is a perfect mid-grade gun, maybe upper mid-grade gun, and it will withstand the test of time. Just one more thing I just thought about that I don't like is it doesn't shoot a 3.5-inch shell, which doesn't really pertain to us too much down here in southeast North Carolina, unless you're really shooting geese or something like that. But even then, 3-inch can get it done most of the time. But if you're looking for 3.5-inch, you might want to look, maybe not look at another gun like a different brand. Maybe look at other Berettas that actually come with the 3.5-inch or the 3.5-inch shell. But if you're just looking to shoot wood ducks, teal, mallards, that kind of stuff, you know, like mid-sized, decent little ducks and stuff like that. Nothing huge. I mean, that gun will take down a goose, no problem, but it's a good gun. So I definitely suggest it. Appreciate y'all watching. Follow us on Instagram. And as always, thank y'all for your support, and stay tuned because we got big things in the future.